Nades on Inders.
Do you remember the rain? Right. Give me two. Ready and sorted. Can I put this link on self-promotion and then can you active too?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hayden's blocked the pit lane.
What?
Hayden's been disqualified.
The pit lane's blocked? Oh my god! Oh my god! Already drama then at the start of the Div2 Grand Prix.
Oh
Hayden has been disqualified from qualifying for blocking the pit lane.
My brother's going for a wee.
My brothers go for a wee. Alright.
Lewis, make sure they can hear me.
Okay. Right, sorry about that guys, we're going to board up Elliot then for our first this session, round 6 I believe it is, in the Div2 Championship. So nice, he was actually your championship leader from now on. I don't know if it would stay that way though, because Bumble Goblin had a bit of a rough race last weekend, coming back from holiday. So nice will be on holiday though after this Grand Prix, we won't see him for I think 2 weeks. So your championship leader might just change, even after this one, I'm not too sure. Depends how good we're board with Elliot. A little bit wide through there. Invalidates his lap. Cuts over the curb in Maggots and Beckett's. Definitely the trickiest section of the track around here. So we go to look towards Patty Pat, who starts his first flying lap of the qualifying session. Everyone out on soft compound tyres, but on Sam Clark's, Nade and Fopper. Nade and Fopper obviously being a little bit silly on the wets and into tyres because they're definitely dry. But yeah. Sorry by the way, I've got a little bit of a cold, so bear with. The Bumble Goblin, the only driver not even go out on track once. The Maggots and Beckett's, it's given them a really bad run up the last corner, and I don't really think that is the best line. We'll see where he can end up, as we have an Aston Martin who's spun with Fopper on the wet compound tyres. Vincenzo sets the benchmarker of a 26.1. Now that is not even a bad lap, to be honest. For a benchmarker, JT 4 tenths off that. Patty Pat 7 tenths off that. See Bumble Goblin, who's just started to come up the pit lane now. I don't know how you pronounce that yet. Yayi. Obviously called Yayi. But it says Alpine in P2, only 500ths off Vincenzo. As we have a yellow flag then for a Ferrari. I believe that is just Vincenzo creeping around, yes it is. Might have run out of fuel actually, he has run out of fuel. Sam Clark's puts this Mercedes in P6 on the medium compound tyre. Still don't know why it's gone out on mediums. But yeah, he's done that. Still 6 drivers yet to set a time on the board. As Sid is the guy who's going to be trying to set his lap on the board. come through Copsen, which is now flat out on the F1 23 game. Back round here. As the Red Bull just moves out the way of the McLaren. Good one out there. At the final corner of Baggett's and Beckett's. As he comes through slow then. It's a decent lap from the McLaren. Could come into the last chicane. Left, right, try to get the power down. It's a right again towards the line. It's going to be a 1:26.8 for the Rooster, which puts him in P5 just ahead of Patty Pat. As Bumble Goblin begins his lap then, we're going to go on board with Bumble Goblin, goes right through Abbey. Flat out of course around these two corners. Into the chicane. You're going to look for a good run out of the final corner. Up into Woodlands. Coming in from Brooklyn. Right, the long right-hander around Luffield then. My personal turf. I've actually sat in them grandstands. It's quite nice. Down the old start straight then into Cop. Max speed about 195 miles an hour. It's going to keep it flat out. Drops a gear though, Bumble Goblin. I don't know if that's the fastest way of doing it, but he obviously thinks it is. And through Manson Beckett, trickiest part of the track. Going to aim to get a good run out the final. He goes a little bit wide. That's going to what would you call it? That's going to punish his run. Down the hanger straight, coming into the right hander of Stowe. Nice and tight through there, makes sure not to use the track limit. The left hand side, coming into the chicane then. Drop it down to third gear. Probably because he got a little bit tighter on both of those corners really. He kind of missed the apexes. Come out the final corner, it's going to be a 1:26.3. That puts him in P4 then. Behind his championship rival of Stone Eyes. Zorkiana. Going to finish his lap. Comes through Stone himself. Didn't use all the curve on the outside, that's okay. See if he can hit these corners better than Bumble Goblin. He definitely has. Got that last sector much better than Bumble Goblin's going to get the power down then for the last corner. It's going to be a 1:26.8 though. That puts him just behind Patty Pat. Sam Clark's gets on his soft then. There's a little bit of a kerfuffle here with the Alpine and the Mercedes. Now I wonder if... Okay, no, we didn't. I thought the Mercedes impeded the Alpine, but it definitely didn't. The Alpine wasn't using any backroom. And it's got an invalid lap time. Fopper still yet to set a time. See Charlie come out pit lane on a new set of softs. Same with Vincenzo and Yagi. Bumble Goblin's probably going to make his way towards the pits now then. He goes a little bit wide. Yep, Bumble Goblin into the pit lane then. JT, I think he's on the lap. Yeah, he is. JT's on the lap then. I do not know how that's just happened, but JT is out the session then. That is one Red Bull gone. It was looking for a championship lead out of this Grand Prix. His crashed in qualifying, so I wonder if he will stay at P5 or he will get down the grid a little bit more.
Oh my god, why is Patty Pat P7? I'm going to lose channel points.
JT.
No. What is happening? I'm going to lose all my channel points. And Bumble Goblin's not even fastest.
JT's had a big snap coming into Brooklands. Just went into the wall. I'm not really too sure what happened. I got it on the stream, but not too sure what actually happened.
Sam's on the final lap.
Vincenzo did quite a good starting lap. He's on his second lap of the session. Then with Yayi.
Why?
I believe Sam Clark is on the final lap as well. 6 tenths up on his lap.
Purple.
I don't think this will be enough for P1 though.
I reckon I'll put him 5th.
Yeah, definitely top 5. As Yayi tops the timing tables with a 26 flat. That's a good lap from him.
Oh.
That's a representative lap time.
All yet to...
Yeah, well, Nade's been a spasm. God knows what he's doing.
Nate better out-qualify Pat.
There we go.
Lose 10k straight.
But 10k?
Silverstone again. It's Silverstone again.
It's the F1 mechanics from Vincenzo into the pits. Stone Ice is going to finish his lap then. His lap's going to be a 1:26 flat. Only 7 thousandths behind Yayi. That's a good lap for both of the Mercedes then, P2 and P3. As I mean, their main constructor rivals are Red Bulls, and there's already one Red Bull out of the qualifying session, so it's going to be good for them then.
Tottenham going to sign Taremi. I don't want Taremi.
As Elliot is on his art lap, going down the hanger straight. As we see a Alpine going slow on Yayi. I think he has run out of fuel, yes he has. Yayi is out of fuel then. He's going to be crawling his way back towards the pits. Sam Clarks comes into the pit lane. I imagine Stone Ice will do the same thing. We go on an adventure. Wait up for 2 seconds, take over.
Fucking hell. Look, can you sit down in Discord, just saying reminder whoever gets pole, make sure to record your lap. Charlie, 6 milliseconds slower. Here we go, what can Elliot do? Nothing. Just message Nate and tell him to get on a lap.
Message Nate.
Bumble Goblin coming out of pits. You're going to want to get this running, I think, before everyone else does, just to make sure. Right, air. And, Yayi is, I think, following him out. I don't know, Pat.
Yeah, Vincenzo's just about to start his final lap of the session, I believe.
Here we go then. On board with F1 Vincenzo. This is Formula 1 at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. There's a massive snap in the first corner.
Yeah, he's got to watch out for the traffic in front though. He's got 3 cars to overtake on his lap. Stone Eyes is going to pit out the pit lane as well. And Bumble Goblin just letting through Vincenzo then in his final lap.
Match is set the Honda 4.
Got a good one then out of Luffield. All the way down towards Cops, flat out. Full effect of an F1 car through that corner. You know, almost 200 miles an hour. Some fast left right handers, Magnus and Beckett. Going to look to get a good run out of the section of corners down the old hanger straight. And he's 400th up on his time now. He's going to have to find a bit of time, I think, in that last sector, which he's not going to be on pole. See what we can do then in the final sector. And he's definitely left a lot of room there. A lot of margin he could have used up to gain more time on his lap. He did the chicane better though than he did on his last lap. He's got the Alfa Romeo in front of him. He's going to give him a nice little tow across the line. And it's a 25.9. First driver then to enter the 25s of this qualifying session. Now, I don't know if that's going to be enough for pole position. But all the other drivers are going to be on their outlaps then, looking to beat that time for 25.9.
Is that the track ramping up here at Silverstone on this Friday evening?
I think my bet's on a pole position today is going to be Yayi. I think he'll be able to do it.
Charles on lap and Ryan is going to be right behind him. Two friends fighting for a champion. Who can get ahead at their home race? Charlie can't have that time for
Yeah, Bumble Goblin right on the limit through them.
His climax as well. Yayi is going to be the last one to start his lap time here. Had 3 tenths up just in the first sector alone. Offers retired. I'm about to do 10k channel points.
10k is so big.
6 tenths up. He's 6 tenths up.
Come on, Paddy Pat! Can Paddy Pat get into the top 5? We got, remember, all the other drivers behind him will be improving as well, but he's improving by a lot. This man's up by at least 6 tenths coming into the last sector, still could find more time. Out of the exit of the penultimate corner, going through the final corner, it's going to cross the line, it's going to be a 26 flat, that's P4 for Paddy Pat, his qualifying session's over. Vincenzo, his lap, he's not even on a lap, he's going to peel into the pit lane.
Bumble Goblin barely improving.
I didn't quite catch Yayi's sex time because Martin commented on my stream. Sam Clarks is 1.5 tenths up on his lap. This man could go on pole position for tonight's Grand Prix. He's going to go through the final section.
At the very end here in Silverstone.
Coming up penultimate corner. Pedal to the metal across the line for Sam Clarks. He's got a little bit wiggly out the final corner, touched the red curb, and he didn't improve. He lost about a tenth and a half in the final sector.
Yayi spun.
Oh, Yayi. Yayi's bottled it. I reckon he had it in the bag as well.
10k channel points.
Shit. That's our qualifying session over then, I believe. Apart from Elliot, he's going to set his lap. Elliot into the top 8.
Down the order.
That is actually Paddy Pat's best qualifying.
That's a Sergio Perez-esque performance from JT there.
Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping an eye on for the Red Bull for the Grand Prix. Then he'll definitely give us some overtakes to watch.
May didn't set a time.
Paddy Pat is best qualifying.
Tell Vincenzo to clip the lap. Lewis, did you message him?
Don't know.
Six milliseconds separates so nice from the front row of the grid, but it was Vincenzo, the one man to get into the 25s, to take pole position here at Silverstone, and we have a Grand Prix in store for us.
Yeah, he was the only driver actually.
By 2 tenths of a second. Top 6 separated by 2 tenths of a second. We could very well have a 5-car fight for this race victory here at Silverstone this evening. Paddy Pat gets a 26.0, the best lap I think he's ever done.
Is that better than his time trial?
It's better than his time trial by 6 tenths of a second. So well done to Paddy Pat for that. But
let's see what Paddy's saying.
We have a big race on
our hands, I think he might have gone for a ciggy.
Strategy will be everything.
Oh, here we go, go. I don't know about it. Where's channel points? What is he doing?
It's always at Silverstone, man.
He's going hard.
He's gonna get mugged at the start.
He's doing hard medium. No, Patty, no. Oh, Paddy Pat likes to be in the mud. We'll have to see.
Okie dokie then. We have Vincenzo on a medium, Yagi on a hard, Charlie on a hard, Pat on a hard, Sam on a hard, Brian on a hard, Elliot on a hard, Sid on a medium, JT on a hard, Zorkiana on a hard, Stormy on a medium, Fopper on a not on an Aston Martin, on a hard, Eddie V back on a hard as well, Nade on a hard, and Hayden on a some very interesting choice of tyre compounds.
As JT, after a terrible qualifying, has been disqualified from the formation lap as well. Them hard tyres are going to be cold, really cold. Like, I'm talking 65 degrees. Them tyres are going to be rubbish off the start. I doubt he's going to make many positions on lap one. Might even go down.
Vincenzo is going particularly quick. So I wonder if this is just Patty Pat. No, Sam seems to be... Brian's right on the back of Sam, suggesting, come on, let's get on with it, let's not sit around here. But a lot of the field opting for the hard compound tyre list. Do you reckon... How do you reckon this first lap's going to come on play?
I'll be interested to see if Vincenzo, because I think if he's going to be able to hold his lead on lap one, he might disappear a bit from the drivers behind, because if they're all on the same tyre, might see a little bit battling on lap one.
11 of the 15 cars are on a hard.
Thank you, Martin.
So, you'd expect Vincenzo in Stormy Shaper, he'll be looking to make up places on that softer compound tyre. Not the soft compound tyre, the softer step from the hard, in slap bang in the middle of the Pirelli range. And here we go then, the cars lining up for this British Grand Prix, the first one for the weekend. Well, we have a race in store for us.
See Hayden and the last driver to line up on his grid spot. To me, all 15 drivers raring to go then for this Silverstone Grand Prix. Do you want to do the honours of the 5 red lights?
You do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights then. And away we go. Oh shit, that's my game being spastic. 5 red lights. And away we go for the Silverstone Grand Prix. ORT Nate. Now, is that a glitch? Because the AI is in P1. F1 Vincenzo gets a good start. Patty Pat is alongside his teammate. Coming into chicane, he's going to look towards around the outside. He's going to get the inside for the next corner then. Towards Brooklands. He's still on the inside. His teammate's still on the outside. He's going to get the better run on the outside. They're both using their ERS. Yagi gets ahead of Patty Pat then. As Sam Clark's is going to apply some pressure on Patty Pat. Here we go, then down the inside of Brooklands. He gets it down the inside. Patty Pat's still trying to hold it around the outside. He goes off the track. Patty Pat, Elliot looking at the back of Patty Pat now then. Has he got a bad one out there? It's almost like go-karting this. Once you lose one, you lose loads. Here goes Elliot then down the inside. Out of a move. Jesus Christ, how built is he? Sid Freestar's going to look for the move on Charlie then. He's going to use his battery down the hanger straight. Already on about 50% battery. He's driving at such spastic. I'm joking. That's a joke. Right, F1 Vincenzo then, he's dropped the gear and he's disappeared.
What did he do? You were on your outlap and you chose to overtake him. Could have sat
Reese, is my game glitching or does it say Yagi's 1 minute 29 seconds ahead? Reese, is that my game or does it say 1 minute 29 ahead?
I think Hayden didn't back out of the move because I believe him and Stormy Shaper had a collision.
Yeah, but he backed out the move with
his lead out in front.
Yeah, for me it says he's got a 1 minute 29 second lead.
And here we go, Elliot going around the outside of Patty Pat through Luffield. Now he would, is it good? Yes, it is. Now the old pitch straight and input from Patty Pat into the lead.
Patty Pat, a bit of a lift there. Quite a bit of a lift. That's been a really fun.
Actually, four-way fight.
Here goes Bumble Goblin. He's going to be setting up a move.
This and
Oh, almost a little bit of contact between Elliot.
I think they did make contact. I don't think Bumble Goblin's going to have damage, but here comes Stone Eyes as well, homing in on these guys, as well as JP, who's gone fastest of all in the middle sector and slapped around.
Yeah, Stone Eyes almost like a hawk looking at his prey. Watching him to make a mistake, see if he can step through. Ryan tries to go down the inside of Elliot. Charlie's going to try to look for the switchback. No, he isn't. He tries to go around the outside, doesn't quite get it done. Elliot's still on the inside of Ryan though. Ryan gets the move then on Elliot. Got the better run around the outside of that corner. As we see JT, who's caught up to Charlie now, and Sid behind JT. This is a how many car fight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 way car fight then for P4 in this Grand Prix. As F1 Vincenzo's got a second lead, he had a little bit of a moment coming out there. As Jay on the hard, just 1.2 seconds behind, just kind of chilling, not using too much battery. Sam Clark's almost looked like he had a little bit of a moment.
Sam Clark's running a very big win, so that'd be most likely a higher downforce.
Yeah, that's not really great for a race, really, but we'll see how that plays out. As all the drivers here all pretty much drained of their battery already.
Yeah. I'm just watching Vincenzo out in front here. It says he has to make the most of this medium compound tyre. The next 7 cars behind are all on a hard compound tyre. They'll have that medium tyre at the end when they're on less fuel and it'll be more effective. So Vincenzo's got to make the most of it and get himself a nice lead. JT's right on the back of Charlie here, this could be interesting. JT. Charlie, can you go on mute? You can... There's your mic muted because they can say if you choose to multiply audio. And I don't know if that was Charlie and Elliot making contact, but Elliot is now behind and lost a position to the Mercedes. It's now up in 6th place and will be looking to hunt down Bumble Goblin. And it's now being dropping down the order. That's Yingy. I don't know what's happened there. It's dropping down places and is now out of the pots here at Silverstone. He was 2nd place. That corrects his team at Paddy Pat into a podium position, but Bumble Goblin closed in on him. Popper just doesn't look down the pace. I think Stormy's boxed as well. Believes he can damage a car. Doesn't look very quick. Vincenzo was just disconnected. Oh my word. Sam Carl is going to inherit the lead in a very controversial manner here. F1 Vincenzo is going to disconnect. And now, here's Sam Carl going to be taking the lead of the race. Not a very difficult day and age. But if you disconnect the car, goes and drives straight on through. Vincenzo is not going to happen, and that's all his advantage that he's got when you let them lap. Absolutely dissipated. And now Patty Pat's in 2nd place.
So I'm just unboxing my new PlayStation controller.
He's going to be furious. Down 7th. From 1st. But that goes to show how tight this grid is. There's Ryan on the outside at top. Goes from the Goblin, gets forced wide a bit by Paddy Pat there. It's now Ryan setting him up for the exit. This is where Paddy Pat's weakest around this circuit. Ryan hasn't got the drive, is he going to have the battery? He doesn't have much of the battery pack left. And now he's going to look to go down the inside on Paddy Pat's. Here they come now into Stoke corner. Paddy Pat's going to try to stick it around the outside. This is brilliant racing from the two of them. Good friends off the track, and also
Let's go from Patty Pat there, forced him onto the big red curb, which isn't illegal. But he's done a good job there. But now Patty Pat isn't going to get DRS off Sam Clark's ahead of him, and Bumble Goblin will get DRS on him.
Ryan's got to look for moves and can't get away.
I think patience is key right now.
DRS train all the way from second place up to sixth position. And here comes Ryan Goblin, Bumble Goblin now. And he's gone a bit deep. Pat's going to come back at him around the outside. Ryan's going to try and force him the long way around and put the squeeze on.
Get a number. Get a number.
And now his Red Bull teammates followed him through on that. Paddy Pat's now going to come back at him.
Look at number 4 for Lando.
Bumble Goblin holds on. There's that brilliant camera angle inside Apex Cops. And JT now has got to try and assist his teammate and get on the back of Paddy Pat to allow his teammate to pull away. Paddy Pat's got the DRS now. Back and he's pulling back ahead of Bumble Goblin. Bumble Goblin is back down to third position. No. And what a race we have on our hands here at Silverstone. Oh, Pat's gone deep, Pat's gone deep. Ryan can get
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, he almost loses the car. That's going to lost some time.
What happened to Vincenzo?
Vincenzo DT.
Oh. I think he's back now.
In the lead, and Yayi spun, I think, by himself.
Yeah, it looks like Sam Clark
having a ding-dong battle, but Ryan's going to be getting frustrated inside that Red Bull cockpit.
Yeah, Sam Clark's just disappearing away from the two of them now. He's got a 1.5 second lead. It's really hard, like really
Ryan now this time around. He can get the move done a bit earlier on. Not going to go so far in.
Really punishing. Patty Pat really wide through Brooklands. So that's going to give Bumble Goblin a pretty good margin now to get away from Patty Pat. As JT's going to look to make the move on Patty Pat. It's really good teamwork from both of the Red Bulls. If JT can put Patty Pat under pressure, he's not really going to be able to put pressure on Ryan. Good teamwork from both of the Red Bulls here. As JT gets a nice run out of Cops, he might be able to make it too wide up towards Mike Beckett. No, he's not. They're both on about 15% battery. JT looks to get a better run than Patty Pat out of Maggots and Beckett's, enables the ERS on that Red Bull. Patty Pat doesn't enable it on the Alpine. He's going to look to make a move into Stowe. He's going to go towards the inside of Stowe. It's going to be Patty Pat late on the brakes, so he's going to try to stick it around the outside. The same thing with Bumble Goblin. Patty Pat further ahead this time, though. JT's going to switch towards the inside. No, he's not. He's going to tuck behind the Alpine. As they're both all going to search, or sorry, hunt that Mercedes in front of Sam Clark.
Too much on Sam Clark there. DRS is enabling him to stay quite close. Well, really, also use its defence mechanism against JT Play Monster. Bumble Goblin not looking like he's got outstanding pace so far.
You say that, but Bumble Goblin just gained almost about 3 tenths on Sam Clark through that one sector. Now, I wonder if Sam Clark's maybe been nursing his tyres right now, but Bumble Goblin, he's gained 4 attempts on Sam Clark's.
Don't have that telemetry setting on, it's so annoying.
I'll use it, see the ERS.
You can look on their wheel.
I can't see that wheel.
Not much deployment left. He knows he's got to try and get them in this magic 1 second. It'll help him pull away from Patty Pat, but also attack Sam Cole, and he's not going to get it this flat round. Patty Pat though is, and I think JT looks for a move back out of it. Yayi is going to get.
And look how close the Red Bull is on the back of the Alpine coming up Magnus and Beckett's.
This is the main fight though on the circuit, and here comes Patty Pat.
Mate, he's got to be using a lot less downforce. No, I think this is really actually quite stupid from Patty Pat. He's being a bit of an idiot. As Bumble Goblin goes down inside, contact between the Alpine and the Red Bull. Mine looks like he's going to hang it around the side.
Going through inside.
As JT, he's like a predator looking at his prey. He gets his teammate Bumble Goblin side by side through Abby, almost contact with Charlie.
They've got to be careful with these two rebels. I think they're trying to. I think they want Bumble Goblin to be the car. They're just not working out. How?
As Charlie hits the back of JT, contact there. JT got a little bit wiggly. Come out of the exit that corner.
Vincenzo has made it far. Carry of Elliott. Vincenzo is going to be motoring of this fight.
Patty Pat wide through Brooklands again. He's going to allow Ryan to get the switch back on him. He's going to get a better run, but I think if I were him, I'd wait. I don't really know why he's using his battery, but I'd wait for DRS. Now, is he going to make it before then? No, he's not. He's going to back out, be smart, get the DRS, and hopefully overtake him down the hanger straight. As Sam Clark gets almost a 3-second lead now. This is horrible for Bumble Goblin. I'd be punching my desk right now. Bumble Goblin might have got track limits right there. It looked like he cut the right-hander quite a lot. Patty Pat weaving, trying to get out the toe. Or trying to break the toe, sorry. Oh, Bumble Goblin goes towards the inside of Stowe then. He's going to make the move. Patty Pat a little bit wide. It's going to allow JT to go down the inside. There's contact. There's a bump between Patty Pat and JT. Charlie looks quite close to the Red Bull as JT goes really deep. Almost hits the back of Patty Pat.
This is a brilliant racing from everyone here in this fight.
Oh, look at Ryan. He's all over the place. I don't wonder what's wrong with that Red Bull because he is snapping everywhere out the traction zone. Patty Pat back down the inside again. Looks like he might have got a track limit warning there. Bumble Goblin goes towards down the inside. There's contact.
Bit silly.
Mate, this is like PSGL, bruv. Here goes JT then. He's going to get DRS on Stone Eyes. As F1 Vincenzo's caught up to them. Screw Sam Clarks, no one cares.
Oh my word. Charlie's had a spin. Charlie is spun.
That's the Mercedes then, has a spin on them hard compound tyres. That's going to kind of ruin his tyres for a bit. It's going to have high temperature on the hard compound tyres. That's going to kind of ruin his stint. It's just going to be about salvaging them tyres and salvaging as many points as he can in this Grand Prix now. As F1 Vincenzo gets a 3-second time penalty.
And JT, I think, backed off after that contact with Charlie or something. He was involved in something there. We'll see what happens later on in the race. See if the stewards have anything to say about what happened down at Brooklyn. As now Vincenzo is closing in. But Bumble Goblin.
Pipe out wide again through Stowe. He just can't seem to get that corner right.
Is there rain coming? The clouds are darkened here at Silverstone. We have a yellow flag in sector 3. That's for Elliott. I believe he's had a little spin.
So I wish you could do a weather report on commentating. It's so annoying.
Charlie, do you mind being honest? How long do weather report? Down at race control, Mercedes reckon that they are not too far away from some rain. About 10 minutes, perhaps 5.
Going to spice up this Grand Prix then towards the end.
Picks up a little bit. So this Grand Prix could very much.
F1 Vincenzo down the inside of Patty Pat into Brooklands.
That's going to stick it.
He's going to stick it down the inside of Luffield. Vincenzo's going to look to get the better exit though, around the outside, not going to quite get it. There's almost contact between the two. F1 Vincenzo switches towards the inside of the old pit straight, as Patty Pat's going to keep it then towards Cox. Bumble Goblin is almost out of that 1 second range. He's going to drain his battery. He's got no battery though to use. Patty Pat doesn't even use his battery to get into DRS of Bumble Goblin. Now that is quite interesting. I don't really know why he didn't. The Bumble Goblin then is going to be able to get away for once and for all from Patty Pat.
This Alpine very vulnerable along the straight. No DRS, but is Vincenzo going to be close enough? I don't think he is. Here we go. Charlie looks around the outside, can't find a move, and controversially, these drivers, these two drivers had a bit of a chat before the race, throwing a bit of shade at one another, talking about how Charlie would spin and crash out. He replied with, "I have not spun all season, but yet this race, that
race no need." Patty Pat's back in the DRS range then, a Bumble Goblin. That's good from Patty Pat. Bumble just doesn't really seem to have the pace.
I'll come back about that.
Right, bye bye Martin.
Is that rain? It's gonna rain, I reckon, next 3 laps.
Alright, hurry up then. see F1 Vincenzo all over the back of Pat. Pat is going to look towards the outside of Cop. Going to be side by side going into the fastest corner on the circuit. F1 Vincenzo kind of backs out that one. JT going to look to try and get the gap back to the Ferrari and the Alpine. And Bumble Goblin has gone off really into the distance now. 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds. Obviously, took that comment I said of him personally, and he's now disappeared. As F1 Vincenzo is going to get DRS once again down the hanging straight. He's going to look towards the inside of Stowe. He is going to get towards the inside of Stowe, and he's going to make the move towards the inside of Stowe. Yes, he does get the move. Pat though, still on the inside. He's going to look to dive bomb towards the inside. F1 Vincenzo backs out of that one. Doesn't look to go around the outside, as that would have, of course, be a little bit silly. Sam Clark still managing that gap to Bumble Goblin then. He's got much more ERS to play with as well, even if Ryan did catch up. So JT has caught up to the back of the Ferrari and the Mercedes now. As we see Eddie Black is on the back of Hayden. Backs out Rabbi. See what he can do into the braking zone. As Pat and F1 Vincenzo are side by side once again. Pat sticks it in front of the Ferrari. Makes that move stick. Actually defends, sorry. Eddie Black must have had a bit of a moment through there. He's lost about 8, 7, even 9 tenths to Hayden. He's obviously going to get the ERS on him, as he's got a big ERS advantage. Go up towards the top of the field then. In battle for podium now. Stoner, this weekend's gone from bad to worse, as he's got a time penalty in this Grand Prix. He looks to the back of Sid in the McLaren. Going to get the rear wing open, as the McLaren doesn't really have much battery to play with. Pat and F1 Vincenzo are side by side going into the chicane once again. F1 Vincenzo on the inside, and Patty just going to slip through him. It's almost as if Vincenzo's lagging. I don't think his internet's doing him any good right now. As Ryan, I mean, look at this. He's disappeared from them two, and now he's gaining with Sam Cox. It's very good from him. Eddie Black still on the back of the Haas. As you see, the first guy to pit in this Grand Prix then. It's his Rooster. He pits to see what he goes on. He's going to go into the hard compound tyre, look to going towards the end of this Grand Prix, sorry. There from Vincenzo, DRS once again going into Brooklyn. It's not close enough though to go down the inside of there. He's going to wait again, probably for the hanger straight. Pat goes wide. He's gone really, really wide again. F1 Vincenzo though, he's just so laggy. He's all over the place. I feel bad for these drivers. Look, he's teleporting through him again. F1 Vincenzo then gets the move done into Cops. That's a good move from him. A bit laggy. Pat, it's tight line through there. Really does not give him a good exit. As JT made contact with him a little bit there, going onto the hanger straight, and this allows Yayi to catch up to the pair of the 3 of them actually. Pat still 4 tenths behind Vincenzo then. Look at the lag on that Ferrari. It's going to be horrible to drive behind for Pat. Martin, could you tell me if the quality is any good, by the way? Just real quick, because I've actually put it on the highest quality. It's kind of demanding my internet quite a bit. I just want to know if it's any good. Pat's all over the back of the Ferrari. Gonna look to get the better exit out of this sequence of corners. It's almost contact there, as he's going to get the rear wing open then, past the Ferrari. See if he can make the move into Brooklands. The live's a bit glitchy. Let me check. That might be you though, because you're using your 4G. Oh yeah, it's not great. The live's a bit glitchy. Sorry guys. Yeah, probably because you're about to enter a boat. As Pat makes a move on F1 Vincenzo through Stowe. Bumble, or JT, sorry, he's going to peel into pit lane. A 37-hour trip, then a 5-hour drive, then I'm home. 37 hours on a boat, bloody hell. Both of the Red Bulls actually pit at the same time. Now, I don't really think that's very beneficial, but they both look towards the soft compound tyre, hard to soft. It's quite a good strategy from these two. And actually, I think that's quite impressive. I believe Sam Clarkson probably tried to do the same. Yeah, his race is quite good. It's kind of... everyone's kind of split now. Like fighting for P2. Broke up. Yeah, that's per, isn't it, Martin? That's just the Ferrari curve, really. F1 Vincenzo still in the back of Patty Pat. Patty Pat. Sam Clarkson leads the way. About almost 6.5 seconds now. He looks very comfortable in this Grand Prix. It's just like Charlie last weekend. Same car, different seat though. Was that? It's raining! It's raining! In this Silverstone Grand Prix then, this is going to really mix up the grid if it's raining for the Grand Prix. Now, is anyone going to look to box for Inters yet? I hope not, because I don't really think that's a very good idea. It's Bumble Goblin and JT pitted on the soft compound tyre. I don't know if this was smart from them, they might have just screwed it up. As F1 Vincenzo comes in the pits, now, is he going to go onto soft compound tyres or is he going to go on Inters? Let's have a look then on the Ferrari. That looks like intercompound tyres, and the first guy to pit for the Inters is going to be the Ferrari. This is either going to go really well for him or it's going to go really, really bad. I don't know. See what the Ferrari can do then coming out the pit lane. He's probably going to be all over the place though. See if Bumble Goblin can overtake Kim coming out the pits. It's going to be close. Okay, no it won't. Bumble Goblin's some right past him. It'll be close with JT though. He's coming down the start straight as F1 Vincenzo just gets past the pit limiter, puts the foot to the floor. He looks a little bit wiggly though coming out of there. I don't really know if it's ready for the Inters. I wouldn't really say it is quite yet. I mean, if I see when it's ready for rain, is when you can see it on the TV pod. You can see it on the halo, sorry. Right now I can't see any rain on that halo, on that Red Bull. Now, I don't know if these Red Bull drivers have done it well or not, because them soft compound tyres will be able to go to the end, but I don't know if it's going to rain enough for them to demand the Inter tyres. I'm not too sure. F1 Vincenzo is going to look to try to get towards the back of the Red Bull, but he's losing time, and I don't really think it was the right time to box. The Ferrari, I think, has made a mistake here. Good old Ferrari strategy, plan G. Xavi, bad strategy down at Ferrari. So both of the Alpines, or the Yayi, getting close to the back of his teammate, Patty Pat now. He's got a big RS advantage on his teammate. It might get a little bit risky.
Getting too wet.
I don't think it's wet enough yet for the intercompound tyres, but Vincenzo pitted as soon as it started raining, which I think is very stupid because he's lost about 2 seconds now, JT. And these Red Bulls are really, really quick now. Martin is begging for more rain. You can kind of see the actual spots now going down the camera. That's Barkley spun. That's definitely a sign of wet weather then, and you know what they say? If you can see it on your halo, then it's wet enough to pit, but I can't really see it on the bodywork of that Red Bull. So I don't think it's wet enough yet. What do you think, Reece?
No, I think the Red Bulls, they're on the best tyre at the moment. They are on by far the best tyre, but you lose around 25 seconds. Mine's not really gaining much on Sam.
I mean, yeah, the soft compound tyres are definitely the best for the rain, but around a track like Silverstone, the loss in the pit lane is really bad.
It's got to be Inters.
Yeah, you can see the wet drops now on the bodywork of the Red Bulls. I think this is intercompound tyre.
Slow down.
Sam Clark's the leader into the pit lane. Same with Patty Pat stays out. Teammate into the pit lane. Let's see what Charlie does. Charlie into the pit lane as well.
Sam Clark's got puncture. That Mercedes is front left puncture.
Oh my god, yes.
That's why you almost lost it into the pit lane.
As he puts on the intercompound tyre. Now, I don't think the Red Bulls have done this right, unless it really does rain. Or it stops raining, sorry. I don't know if they've done this strategy right, going on the soft compound tyre.
Still not quite into yet, but I think.
I mean, it's definitely getting wetter. I'm gonna go on board with Bumble. See if he has any snaps. It looks like under low speed, they really struggle.
Watch Patty Pat's tyres. Watch Patty Pat's tyres. Because, bam, you got a bunker. But I think
Sam thinks he's Hamilton.
The Red Bulls is still not. DRS is still enabled.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on this gap then between Sam Clarkson and the Red Bulls. That's going to give us a bit of information on what the best tyre is. Bumble Goblin gained about 8 tenths.
I don't think it's not raining enough.
On Patty Pat. There could be a Red Bull 1-2 here then.
It very well could be.
I think it's on that crossover point. Sam Clarkson though is now gained about 1700ths. I don't know. I think under low speed the Minter tyres are definitely a lot better. But on the high speed I think the softs still do have the advantage.
Yeah, Sam's losing speed. No, Sam's dropping.
The cars have the rain light on now.
Inter's now. Look at the track.
Yeah, DRS hasn't been disabled yet, but it's definitely getting wetter and wetter. Patty Pat pulls into the pit lane. Probably quite a good time for him. Both of the Red Bulls beam into pit lane as well. I don't know if they should have pitted on them, softs. I don't know how much time that's really gained. JT, 5-second time penalty. Comes to the pit lane. That's got to be heartbreak. One of the Red Bull drivers. Is he up there? They're into tyres. It's going to be double stacked down the Red Bull. No, it's not. It's a beautiful pit stop from the Red Bulls. Sam Clarkson leads the way once again. Oh, yeah, look at that track.
I lost any time. I don't know, podium.
Charlie jumps both of the Red Bulls. I don't think the Red Bulls should have gone on them softs. I don't think so.
Red Bull are going to be questioning themselves. I reckon there's going to be an investigation down at Red Bull later on. Just see why. Why did they go on the soft compound tyres? It's that. I think if you're doing that, you've got to do it later to make sure the rain isn't become like this.
Yeah, F1 Vincenzo was the first man to box. He gained a good bit of time on Patty Pat, but his tyres were through that dry stage as well, so his tyres are going to be a lot more worn than all the other cars around him. So I don't know if it was that much of a benefit. Patty Pat.
Is DR still enabled?
I think it is. We'll see then. Soon enough, we'll check with any drivers who's going to get DRS. There's a bit of battle at the end of the pack as Elliott goes off the track.
DRS is still enabled, so maybe it's not quite brilliant, but you'd expect the rain to pick up.
Bumble Goblin, 3-second time penalty, one of the many drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drivers with the penalty.
What's happened to Red Bull this weekend? It's just...
We'll get you an update on the penalty. Yagi 3 seconds, F1 Vincenzo with a 6, Stone Eyes with a 3, Bumble Goblin with a 3, JT 8-second time penalty. Steve Roosters on 14, the guy with the most penalties. Swap out on 3, Hayden on 3. Yeah, both of the Alpha Tauris 3 as well.
And that actually goes through Vincenzo.
Yeah, Vincenzo was lagging. He's been lagging a lot this Grand Prix. Patty Pat gets the DRS. I don't know how much more we'll get that on these cars. But he's going to look to get the gap to in Alpine, or keep the gap to him, as he'll get P2 in this Grand Prix, if he does do so.
Take an Alpine double podium.
Could just be, that'd be great for them in the constructors. Red Bull though, absolutely in the mud. I haven't been this disappointed since Trek 2. Joking, right.
Oh, classic Martin Randall. Sam Clarkson leads then, he's extending his advantage out in front, I believe. And when you just got to get this guy now, who hasn't put the foot wrong, as his brother has just put foot wrong, and has picked up 3 time for multiple warning track limits, as we have the Alpha in the pit lane, who don't each come in off the hards. So I wonder what Brandon Storm Jacob was trying to do there. But obviously it's not working, he's having to strap on a set of intermediate time. Well, this is actually a fantastic race. opening stages were amazing. They were just. I'm sure Spain was going to be fairly happy with.
Yeah, Pat almost bins it. He was all over the place. That was so close to hitting a ball. It's a good save. He lost about 5-6 tenths to his teammate. I was about to say he was gaining on him, but he's almost just put it in a wall. That's got to be a bit of an adrenaline rush for the Alpine driver. I'd be a little bit shaky after that one, I'll tell you that. That was very close.
That man not put a foot wrong.
Yeah, that Mercedes driver's dealt very well with these conditions, still leading the Grand Prix in the wet conditions.
He got fortunate with Vincenzo leaving or disconnecting. Yeah, I'm sure what happened there. With Yardi and his spin.
He's definitely managed this well. It's always more difficult with the weather when you're starting in first because you don't know what other drivers are doing.
Alpine are on course for 2-3.
Yeah, double podium.
Not too far away from their home factory at Enstone. They, I'm sure, will be happy with this. Because Alpine are going to hopefully, well, as it stands, pick up second place and third at their second home race. Obviously, not quite.
The rest is stable then.
So anyone that does have it or did have it is not going to get much longer. I believe that's Stormy Shaper trying to get through on the way.
Nate, the only guy still on the mediums is AI. Just doesn't think it's right to box yet.
I don't think his AI picked it all right.
No, he has. He's hit 5 laps. 5 laps to go.
Sam Cox, bit of a wiggle on that Mercedes.
Yeah, the Pat didn't have almost snap that time, and he's 1.8 seconds to his teammate. He's getting about 4 tenths on that lap. Can he even overtake his teammate on the track? I don't really see the need for him to do it, but I reckon he probably could. If he tried. I don't really see the need for him to do it though, so we'll see what that Alpine does. So the race is settling down then for the last couple of laps. Big gaps between each of the drivers, not really anyone close, apart from Pat and his teammate.
They're the only two that are really close together.
Yeah.
Sid Richards and Boffa, but they don't look to be making much inroads in one another. Sid Richards obviously would drop down to 10. So currently as it stands, in order when the race finishes, should be Sam, Patty, Yardi, Vincenzo if Charlie doesn't take all them through, then Stone Ice, then Bumble Goblin, then Sorkiana, then JT, then Fopper, and then Sid Roosters, and then Eddie V Black, who's driving a very good race but is sadly, by the looks of it, going to come just short of the points. Then Elliot, Stormy Shaper, and, well, I don't know if Nade is here or not. But
I have a question for you. Who do you reckon's going to be your driver of the day today? In this stage of the race? I think for me, I'm not too sure actually. I'll probably give it to Sam Clark actually. He's dealt well with the conditions.
So nice there on the team radio, starting to worry about his championship rival closing in on him. He's been taking about a second out of a lap. So this lap, ooh, and he's been very pushing. He's got no battery left. He's recovering the energy in that Red Bull as Sid Roosters is now going to get overtaken by Fopper, or is he? No, he's not. Naden's been very disappointed after dropping down the order. And
mate, Nader's my goat, I don't care. I love Nade. My goat. It's Bumble Goblin, he's really gaining on Charlie now. Charlie can obviously sense the Red Bull behind him and the Red Bull smelling blood in front of him.
These are difficult conditions, and these are some supreme driving skills being put out and shown here at Silverstone on this fine Friday evening. It's a bit wet in the F1 game. With the
it's like fucking real life, isn't it? Summer still raining. Bollocks.
I think it's going to be his second win of the season.
And that's a spin then for Fopper. Fopper spins with Sid Rooster. I wonder if there's a bit of contact there. That one might even go to the stewards. Wait, can I be a steward?
No,
thanks.
They were. Sam Cox, he's by far the cocky shit on earth. And
is he messaged?
You can't take it away from it. He's driven a good race. But let's just see how sporting he is after. Because he's very questionable.
Right. See Fopper still quite close to Sid Rooster. Bumble Goblin's getting about 5 tenths that lap on Stone Eyes. I don't know if it's going to be enough for overtaking in this Grand Prix. Only 2 laps left. Sid Rooster with a 3-second time penalty.
Might just be able to hold on 7th place. Charlie at this rate is going to get ahead of Vincenzo on penny. And next weekend we're going to have 1 race left for kick off for the season, and well, by the looks of things, Stone Eyes is going to be in the lead of the championship. Mercedes are going to be in the lead of the championship.
Pat 1.2 seconds onto his teammate now. Nice and close. Bumble Goblin 1.2 to Charlie. Oh. See if we can get any closer. Charlie is 1.1 to Vincenzo. Now Vincenzo might even hold him up here. I'm not too sure. Vincenzo's going really slow. I wonder if there's a problem with that Ferrari. As you can see, he gained about 3 tenths in that one corner. He's going to have to clear this Ferrari nice and quickly, so Bumble Goblin might be all over the back of him. And I reckon Bumble Goblin...
Mercedes team radio. Stone Eyes, nurse the car home. Let's just sit behind here. We know we're going to get them too. But Mercedes... Oh, Mercedes.
Vincenzo a little bit deep there. Stone Eyes going to look to make the move around the outside. He's ghosted through him, which is quite lucky, as he makes his way past the Ferrari then.
Stone Eyes, that's going to put a car between them.
It's great for Stone Eyes.
Bumble Goblin up in the 5th place now.
Yeah, I think Vincenzo might be feeling contact from that.
Swap positions. So that's Patty Pat.
Patty Pat, he's not settling for it on penalties. He wants it on track. Patty Pat's having none of it.
If this race was 10 laps longer, I reckon he could get Sam Carlos, because he's taken half a second now. So that is a very good final stint from Patty Pat, and he'll be over the moon by that.
Yeah, look at Bumble Goblin breathing down the neck now of Charlie. 8 tenths to him.
Neither of them
will back down from this one. Never back down, never give up.
Charlie, not much here.
5 tenths then towards these two. This is the main battle of the season, of the championship, of this race.
Perhaps he picked up a warning there.
Bumble Goblin, I know how much he wants this, and how much Charlie wants this. Bumble Goblin a little bit wide. Did he get a bad run? Sam Clarkson managed it well, managed the weather well, got into P1, maintained his race pace. Good race from him. He comes across the line in P1 for his home Grand Prix. Good result for the Mercedes driver. As Charlie managed to get 4 tenths on Bumble Goblin. Good from him under these conditions. 1 more corner to go then. He's going to cross the line in P4. Good race for the Mercedes. Not good race though for these 2 Red Bulls. I'd be a little bit disappointed if I were them too. I'd also be a little bit disappointed with myself as I was F1 Vincenzo. He was looking so good.
Oh, he's got a puncture.
In the lead.
A rear left and a front left. Puncture. I'm sure what's happened.
Oh my god.
That Ferrari, his race, ever since he disconnected, just went from bad to worse.
Bad to worse, yeah. Sid Rooster and Fopper nice and close towards the end of the line.
2 wheels in that Ferrari. And Fopper.
He'll get P9, that's good from him. Will Hayden be able to get Sid? I think he will. He has picked up a point, that's good from the Haas driver. He started in P15. Because obviously he got disqualified in qualifying. That's a good race from him. He's the man who actually made up the most positions in the British Grand Prix today.
McLaren will not be too pleased with that, by the way. If Eddie's feedback will come home in P12, he'll be happy.
Yeah, and they've got lapped by 8 drivers.
No, I think name.
My goat crosses the line in P15. That wraps up the Silverstone Grand Prix then. We had 26 laps of action. About the first 10 to 15 laps were good. We had about a 4 or 5 car way fighting. the P2. That was a good battle there. Sam Clark's came out on top though, and he's won this British Grand Prix. That's going to give him some good points in the championship. If we head towards, what's the next track? Is it Austria?
No, do not. Yeah, it is Austria. Red Bull's home race. They're going to want to improve after, by quite frankly, almost a Ferrari-like display with the strategy call on the soft. A shambolic. Well, it's one of their home races. A shambolic race. Sam Cox will be very pleased. He'll be closing in on his teammate in the championship, Alpine, with a double podium. They'll be happy with that. And it's Sam Cox then that takes victory in Great Britain.
Yeah, Red Bull going to look to bounce back at Austria. They're going to have an absolute none of it. They'll want to get back some points then in that Grand Prix. And this is your finishing order. Sam Clark's P1, Patty Pat and the other Alpine bring it home in P2 and 3. Stone Ice P4. Both of the Red Bulls P5 and 6. Bumble Goblin ahead though of his teammate. Zorki in 7th. Vincenzo in 8th after starting 1st on the grid. Not a good race for him. Fopper in P9. Hayden managed to salvage a point after starting last on the grid. Sid Rooster P11. Eddie Black P12. Elliot and his teammate P13 and 14. They disconnected from the session. Finishes out that list in P15, who did actually get lapped at the end of the Grand Prix. So we'll catch you back then at Austria. See you in a week's time.